Hey everybody, welcome back to Creative Chat Cafe. It's Wednesday, right? 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's where you watch Creative Chat Cafe on www.entrepreneursatsoar.com. I always don't get this right. I don't know my fingers may laugh or right, but it's going, right? But folks, I just wanted to say welcome to the show. In case you're brand new to the show, I am Zef Zan, your host for Creative Chat Cafe, the talk show hangout that brings you guidance, inspiration, and results for all your marketing, business development, and leadership needs. Today, you see there's only two of us. We usually have at least three people, but because we have so much to talk about the topic today, and Kenya being the authority on this, we want her to share all the information that she can give us, about the topic today, which is actually 5 reasons why you need a sales funnel for your business now. But before we even get started, I just want to show you the hashtag that we use for the show. It's hashtag Creative Chat Cafe. In case you've never been on our show before, never watched it, Google search it, hashtag Creative Chat Cafe, and you'll be, directed to where you can actually watch them. But primarily, it's on our website, entrepreneursatsoar.com, Wednesdays, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So welcome back again, Kenya Halliburton, my regular co-host on Creative Chat Cafe. Woohoo! Woohoo!
Thank you, Zef. Thank you for having me. I love being here.
Yes, I mean, Kenya, for maybe you'll take some time a little bit here to kind of introduce yourself to our brand new audiences who don't know who you are and what you do, and then we can get started.
Yes, well, I am Kenya Halliburton. My headphones are slipping. I'm Kenya Halliburton, and I am the owner and operator at KenyaHalliburton.com, where I serve shero entrepreneurs, and I help them, and I help them to launch, grow, and expand their online businesses. So that's what I do, and that's who I serve.
Yay! Thank you, Kenya. Thank you. So, like I said, if you're brand new to the show, you probably don't know, what we do on the show. So the show has 3 segments. I call it segments because we do kind of break it down into different sections. But, we will start off the show, having a brief conversation about the topic that we're talking today, which is 5 reasons why you need a sales funnel for your business now. So the second part of the show, of course, me and Kenya will give you some tips, from our experiences and from, working with our clients, what we've done in the past, using this, the sales funnel. We'll give you some tips that may help you get results. And then last of all, we love this part, right, Kenya? Because we always love to give inspiration to you folks out there, right, Kenya?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. There you go. So for the inspirational resources, Kenya's got something really great today, and we'll, get going with that later and show you some image and discuss the resource that she has. So, today we're talking about 5 reasons why you need a sales funnel for your business now. So, in talking about why we need a sales funnel, not tomorrow, not next week, right? But today. And we all know how important the sales funnel is, I think, to our business, Kenya. And correct me if I'm wrong, but a sales funnel usually describes the sales process from initial contact to final sale. Do you agree in that sense?
Yeah, that's a simple way to put it. Absolutely.
Yeah. And I personally think, just from, managing my own business and experience, if we don't have a sales funnel, no, let me correct that. If having a sales funnel is important, but understanding it and the details of your sales funnel, how they work and how they relate to your goals, that is just as important as having one. So, you got to know what your strengths of your sales funnel, your product, the weaknesses of your product, or maybe you just want to evaluate what you did from last year and this year, So a sales funnel can help you do that. And I think a classic sales funnel include leads and sales generation. And one of the biggest addition to it, I think, is to kind of measure your repeat clients and customers. So Kenya, we're talking about this, and I kind of mentioned to you folks out there earlier, that Kenya, this is what Kenya does with her clients, and she helps them, build sales funnel for their businesses. But Kenya, maybe you can, I know you kind of mentioned a little bit just now about what a sales funnel is, but maybe you can kind of just describe it a little bit more, explain it a little bit more, what a sales funnel is, and actually who needs it. It's kind of important to know who needs it.
Yeah, so let me tackle the second part of that question first.
Okay.
Everybody needs a sales funnel.
Yeah.
Everybody.
One more time.
Everybody needs a sales funnel, okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like I'm in a music studio, like I'm about to sing a really nice song. You guys don't want me to sing.
Maybe you could.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But a sales funnel, you really kind of hit the nail on the head. It really simply is how you turn leads into customers. Uh-oh, there it goes. It's simply how you turn leads into customers. And so it's kind of a visual plan from the business owner's point of view. It's a visual plan of how you get someone to become aware of your company, to learn about it, and then to make a decision. So you're really kind of taking into consideration the buying process of your customers, while also kind of looking at what products and services you have to offer them at different levels to take them from where they are to where they're going to go, but doing it in a very strategic way that helps you in your business identify how effective your sales process is, but also making sure you're meeting the needs of your audience so that they continue to come back and buy from you more and more and refer you to other people.
That makes sense. And I think just from what you just said earlier, the basic mechanics really of a sales funnel, is a part of what you just said. I think part of it is we also must understand how to remove some of the barriers in our funnel, the opportunity to move your clients or potential clients to the next stage of the funnel. I think that's one of the biggest things.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, you want people to move through your different products and services. And a lot of times what happens is, we kind of all have a sales funnel, whether we realize it or not. The difference is that you want to make sure that you strategically, like you said earlier, kind of define it and really strategically pay attention to how you have it set up, because it's going to happen anyway. You're going to get leads. They're going to convert. But if you understand how to move them through the process, and you have different, and you'll see in the inspirational segment when we get there how this actually works. But when you have it set up strategically, it makes it really easy for customers to kind of go through the process without having to guess what's next for them. It's kind of like you've done the work for them, and they have to think about it, so they understand, I start here, and it's kind of a organic. When you set it up right, it's very organic. It's not forced. It's not like going to push people away because they feel like you're just trying to sell to them. But it's a very natural process, and we've all actually been part of sales funnels, right?
Yes, absolutely.
It's all around us. We go to a department store. I mean, every business has a sales funnel, so you want to make sure that you set yours up strategically so that it works for you.
And I think a big part of the sales funnel involves the customer's buying process, and it's hard for us to know, what our what our customers are really thinking, what their buying processes are. And since that's a big determining factor in, how effective our sales funnel is, do you think, what do you think are some of the biggest challenges if we're going to look from the customer's perspective or client's perspective, and, in developing our own sales funnel? What do you think could affect that funnel from the customer's perspective, Kenya? What is important to them?
Yeah, I think each business, first of all, needs to do the work to make sure they understand the client's needs first and foremost. So the easiest way to kind of mess the whole process up before you even get started from the customer's perspective is to lead with a product that's substandard. So we understand that a lot of people, give away things for free, right, to get leads and kind of build your list and get an opportunity to sell your other products and services to them down the line. And gone are the days where you can just throw up anything and people are just so excited to get something for free that they're going to part with their email. They don't do that anymore, right?
No, so, no.
If you have a brand and you're really serious about building it as like the go-to brand, the go-to business for whatever your area of expertise is, you want to put some thought into what that first complimentary or low price, low risk thing is. Make it, wow them from the start. Make sure that they get, that they latch on, they gobble it up, and they're hungry. From customers' perspective, is this product something that solves my problem now, something that I can implement now, and does this lend credibility to the person that's offering it? So, you definitely want to make sure that they understand and perceive that value right off the bat, because the top of your funnel is where you're going to win or lose a customer or lead.
That's true too, and you're absolutely right about the funnel. About the value of the product. I think one of the biggest things, as a business owner with a product or service, we do have a challenge at, figuring out how would our customers or potential clients react to our product/service, and the value of it, like you said, how would it help solve their problems? So in creating the sales funnel, we always, I think if you were to research the topic of sales funnel, many experts, gurus, marketing gurus would kind of recommend, the first few tiers of your sales funnel would be, somewhat of a giveaway. So I think what I wanted to kind of go in to a little bit here is into some of the tips that I think would kind of help you folks out there, to kind of figure out what you want to do with your marketing funnel and how effective you can be with it. And I think every goal that you want to create, every goal that you want to achieve, you should have some kind of a specific funnel for it. So, I think ultimately, your goal, I think, for a sales funnel ultimately is all about sales. That's where we make money, right? No money, no sales. What's the point of having a sales funnel, right? But here's my tip, folks. I think, I think Kenya would also agree. If I were to start building a sales funnel from scratch, just to kind of, when you have your market research, targeting the warm market or the audience in your market, one of the biggest thing in trying to in developing your sales funnel, I think the top few tiers, at least two, you could give something free, like what Kenya mentioned earlier. Give away something, because I think if you don't give away something, being in such a cold platform like online marketing, people don't know you. People don't understand what you offer until they get a taste of what you have to offer, taste what you do, your value. So therefore, in order for them to do that, you need to give away something, and usually it's something free. It could be like an ebook, or it could be, a video, or it could be like a tool that you use, that you share with people. And then the second part of building the sales funnel, as you as you develop your sales funnel, I think, Kenya, it is also important to realize that sometimes we have to remove some of the steps that don't work. Do you agree with me?
Yeah, and that is all a part of the funnel. This is the thing about funnels that people need to understand, is that it's a living, breathing thing. Like you're testing and tweaking and testing and tweaking to see what works for you. And that's the whole goal. And one more thing I want to mention about your talking about the free thing.
Right.
It's important to strategically do your free. So when you Yeah, when you set up your free, you want to make sure that not only is it valuable to your audience,
Yes.
but it actually represents the first step in working with you, right? So
There
the
you go.
first thing they absolutely need to kind of, and you see this with a lot of people who are coaches or mentors or, where they have people's mindsets have to be, shaped before
Yes.
they actually,
Yes.
so doing something that kind of helps them get their mindset together so they're prepared to work with you or respond to whatever else you have coming down the pipeline is important.
In other words, Kenya, in a way, if we were to kind of visually, describe it to people, is just when you put on your pants, you don't wear your underwear later, right? You wear your underwear first, right?
Right. Right. Exactly.
So that's
it
why,
in the proper order. Absolutely.
Exactly, put it in proper order and, of value. That's so funny. But anyways, we always have fun doing these things. But that's true. But I think also, in understanding that as you build your sales funnel, if some parts of or some tiers of the funnel doesn't work, you just need to remove them, because you want your potential clients or customers to move through your sales funnel and ultimately, you make a sale. But what about you, Kenya? What are some of your great tips that you can share with our audience about, creating an effective sales funnel?
Yeah, well, the sales funnel can get very deep. There's a lot of different pieces to it. But really what I wanted to share is why you absolutely need one, because there's not a lot of people, depending on what industry you're in, a lot of people don't teach sales funnels. And what you get is you have a lot of pieces, a lot of different pieces of the funnel, but you don't know how to put them together in a way that really flows.
Yeah.
So I really want to kind of help people to understand the benefits of having a sales funnel is what I want to share. So these are 5 reasons why you absolutely need
Five.
to 5. 5 reasons
Here we go.
why you ready? So here we go. Number 1. The number 1 reason is that it helps you to create cash on demand. Who wouldn't want cash on demand, right?
Hello. We need some of these, right? Ka-ching. Ka-ching.
So, Zef, and you may have heard this mantra, the money is in the list, right? The money is in the list. And so everybody starts to build a list. But here's one of the things that you may not know or may not have heard one of the gurus tell you, right?
Okay. Wait for it.
If you don't have a sales funnel, right? If you don't understand the concept of a funnel, the list thing doesn't even matter, right? You will not be able to build cash on demand or anything, because the number 1 problem that I hear from people is, I don't know what to say to my audience. What do I email them? What do I, the funnel solves that, because you already know what your products are, where your clients are in the process, and what to offer them at which stage. So it's really easy. It's really simple. Like, okay, here's your problem. Here's the message that you need to get. Here's the value. Here's the value. Here's the offer to help you get to the next level, right? So, the truth is that the money is only in a list that has ultra responsive subscribers who are ready, willing, and able to take action on what you have to say and sell. So it's not about creating a list of just, you got the numbers, but nobody's buying anything. Nobody's responding. It's just building your ego, but it's not building your bank account.
Yeah, true. No.
So the second reason why you want to have a sales funnel now is because it makes your sales process more efficient.
Yeah.
So the concept is, right, that, people kind of, they self-qualify. So you don't have to chase people. They see a free offer. They think it's for them. They get on your list, you provide value, and then at some point, shortly after them, something for a paid product, right?
Yeah, folks,
So
you don't want to be
buy
chasing people. You don't want to be chasing people. Listen to Kenya.
people.
No.
You don't chase people.
No.
The sales funnel actually helps to pre-qualify people. So by the time they get to you, or by the time they get to your sales page,
They're
by
ready.
the time they get to your product, they're ready, you
Yeah.
know, and you don't have to beg and plead and convince because you've already done that in your sales funnel. They've already gone through everything.
Yeah,
So,
that's true. And if you don't mind me jumping just a little bit, it's just that that's so true because, and if you, this is where, what I mentioned earlier, that it's not only important to have a sales funnel, but it's very important for you to understand the details of your sales funnel.
yeah,
Because if you don't, this is what's going to happen. You built the sales funnel and nobody's, buying it.
yeah. Yeah, you want to make sure that you have all the pieces in the correct order to kind of
Yep.
really make it effective. But you really don't want to try chasing people who are just really just kicking tires, and they're really uninterested. Nothing is
Right.
going to happen. So,
Right.
um, number three,
Here we go.
three. It's going to make your cash. It's going to make your cash flow more predictable. So do you know how? And if you're in business, especially brick and mortars have to do this. They have overhead, right? But online business owners, sometimes we don't look at it. Do you know how much you're going to get from the people that come onto your list every month? Do you know
how much do you want to make? Yeah, very important.
Exactly.
Yeah, very true. If you
Right.
don't
So
know,
the
it's like,
sales funnel kind of helps you assign a value to each subscriber.
yeah, because if you don't actually know it for certain or plan for it, you'll be like hyperventilating at the end of the month. You're probably like, oh, how much money? So if you actually know ahead of time and predict it
Yeah.
ahead of time, you actually work with certain figures, so you can kind of plan for the differences. That's why I think the sales funnel is important for you to understand, that it can help you achieve that, give you some numbers so you can work with those numbers. Hey, so Kenya, what's next?
So number 4, sales funnel makes your marketing easier, right? Most of us market blind, right? We kind of walk around with our blindfolds on, hoping that we get to where we want to go. It's not safe for your business either. So, exactly. So there are a lot of different things that you can do to market your business, and most of us do them. But it can be overwhelming and it can be paralyzing, right? So the funnel allows you to choose and test the marketing tactics that work best and keep the ones that actually help you convert and the ones that aren't working, right? So it helps you to test them and quickly determine what's working and what isn't, so you don't waste your time on stuff that's just draining your money, and you can maximize your conversions.
And moving forward into just getting some visual and understanding about how a sales funnel should look like, or what an effective sales funnel will look like. I believe you have some kind of inspirational resource for us, Kenya. Am I right? So I'm kind of going to share with our folks as you get ready to speak about it. I'm going to share the image that we're talking about. So give me a second here. Let me pull it up. So, are you seeing the funnel?
Yes, I see it.
Okay, give me a second. I think I have to pick the right. Okay, there you go. So maybe you can tell us a little bit more about this, what we're looking at, Kenya.
Right. So it's always important to kind of get a visual. We're talking kind of very generally about the funnel, and for some of you, it may be the first time you're hearing about it, or maybe you've heard about it and not really got what it's about. So what you're seeing here is kind of, sometimes you'll see the funnel and it'll have numbers in these layers. But I really kind of wanted to step away before you even get into understanding like what products and services to offer at each level. I want you to kind of generally understand what's happening in the funnel. So at the top level, at this orange level of your funnel, right, that's the top. this is all about awareness. So this is where you have all of your marketing activities. Maybe you're doing webinars, maybe you're doing blog posts, you know, whatever it is you're doing to drive traffic, to get leads, to come to a place, to opt in to whatever it is you have to offer, to find out, to become aware that you exist to solve their problem, right?
Right.
So once they get to that level, okay, once they become aware, then they become a lead, right? And so that lead really is about setting up the squeeze page that they're going to come to. So you do the webinar or you do the blog post and you link to the squeeze page, right? You send them to the squeeze page and they opt in to become subscribers, right? To be on your list, okay?
Love it. Yeah.
So in the blue level of your funnel, they become prospects, okay? And so this is where you're going to be offering valuable content, valuable follow-up emails to nurture them, to, you know, really wow them, okay? And you're also going to be integrating your sales offers. You're going to be also kind of moving them through, like, you know, what you have for them next. They signed up for the free thing, you've added value in a few emails, and now you're going to offer them something to kind of take them to the next level. So the people that actually take you up on your offers, they go to another list, and that list is going to make them buyers, right? So that's when your sales pick up. And then that bottom level is really all about, you know, solidifying that customer base, you know, making them, you know, buyers that repeaters through customer loyalty programs, coupons, whatever you use to kind of keep them, you know, coming back for more, right? And so that really is essentially what happens. You're moving people from awareness to becoming a customer, right? At the top of the funnel, they become aware of you. At the bottom, you have a customer, hopefully for life, depending on what you.
That's true. And like we mentioned earlier, you know, it's if you look at the funnel, you know, you start with, which is, I like the arrows that point down. It starts, the awareness is like the branding, you know, the leads is you create the opportunities, you know, prospects, you know, how do you take care of your prospects, really? So the content, it's all about the value of your content. And then of course, ultimately the sales funnel is about making that sale and making a lot of this. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Right?
Absolutely.
So, and I think, Kenya, if I were to ask you, you know, in this image, it shows at the bottom, you know, part of the sales after making that sale, because we do want our customers or clients to come back to us to create that loyalty within our customers. Do you have some kind of, maybe one great idea that we could probably do to kind of retain customers?
There's so many, right? You know,
what's your favorite?
I would say that, you know, you put a lot of effort and energy into definitely providing value and more informational content and more support and different things for your customers, because once they become a customer, they should go into a whole nother list, right? Where they get a whole nother set of, you know, nurturing. And so, you know, you could offer complimentary discounts if you are like in an informational business and you're a speaker offer coach. You can offer discovery sessions, you know, free discovery sessions. That
great idea.
That give you that one-on-one time. You know, they've invested in you, so you're giving back to them. You know, membership sites could be a good way to kind of, you know, build relationship. Although they may be paid, you know, the customer may have to pay to become a member. It allows them to kind of lock in that value, lock in that relationship, and you to also make, you know, residual income from them. So there's a lot of different ways you could offer your customers the ability to get discounts for referrals. It just kind of depends, but you definitely want to, that's where you want all your effort and energy to go into, the people who have purchased from you. And you want to continue to sell them into higher priced products and services based on whatever, you know, whatever your market.
I also think, Kenya, one of the most important things we're talking about the creating loyalty, you know, what we just discussed there was just, you know, somewhat of a basic sales funnel, you know, very, very basic marketing. But, you know, as soon as you close that first sale, you may want to also consider a secondary sales funnel that, you know, targets towards your goal, I mean, around your goal of, you know, keeping those customers for a lifetime, probably, you know.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
would be great to have a secondary sales funnel because, you know, you can have multiple sales funnel for different goals, like I mentioned way earlier in the show. But it's very
Yeah.
important to always, I think, you know, review your sales funnel from time to time. If you're not getting the results that you want, you know, adjust it, you know, manage it, and then do multiple other sales funnel for different types of goals. So,
Yeah.
you know, we've got a great, I mean, a lot of other stuff. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can do with your sales funnel, but, you know, that's a topic for a different day. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
But
It's a lot.
anyways, folks, you know, we're actually at the end of our show. You know, we always have fun on these shows, and before you know it, time flies. But
Yeah.
before we go, as usual, I want to kind of share with you as a standard of operating procedure, to share with you folks out there where you can actually, you know, follow our show. So you can actually go to entrepreneurs.soar.com, which is our website. You can go to the tab that says Watch Hangouts, and that's a special tab that says Creative Chat Cafe. You can, that's actually our blog page for Creative Chat Cafe. You can watch and read all about the past episodes, and we always have a preview of what's coming up on this page. And then you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is at SOAR, ETSOAR, and we have a special playlist for it called Creative Chat Cafe 2014. Just in case if you're a YouTube person, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. And most importantly, I think, you know, we actually have a Google Plus community for Creative Chat Cafe, where we post, you know, post-show conversations. You know, we would love to build a community that needs more guidance, inspirations, and results. And we would love for you to come into the community, join us, and introduce yourself. You know, Kenya and I would love to know what you do. You know, who knows, we can actually get you on the show next time. And I think before we go, Kenya, I want to, you know, just kind of have everybody get in touch with you, get your information. Maybe you have some kind of announcement that you can share with our audience today.
Yeah. So what I would like to offer, and Zeph, I'll give you the link so you can share it with them.
Sure, we can actually put it in the Google Plus community and also post it on other social networking sites so they can have access to it.
Yeah. So next Thursday, September 4th at 7 p.m. Central, I'm offering a class, a webinar on, it's called Signature Sales Funnel Secrets. And
Okay.
It's 5 steps to a steady stream of new and repeat customers.
Let me just quickly share that screen because I see it right here. There you go.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, and it's a 30-minute webinar where I'm kind of going a lot deeper. It's very content rich, so I'm going to go deeper into the different components of the sales funnel and really how to get started and step you through that. And kind of getting that introductory. I actually you're going to a nice guide, a mastery guide from the content that we share. So it is a paid webinar. It's only $20, but to kind of set your business up for, yeah, it's very worth the investment.
Stop eating those
I'm
burgers
not giving
and
away
the
a lot of
sodas.
good content,
So how can they get in touch with you?
Absolutely. So I would love.
How can they get in touch with you, Kenya? Website.
Yeah, of course.
So Kenya, how can our folks out there get in touch with you? Is there a specific place that you want them to connect with you?
Yeah, go to KenyaHalliburton.com is one place, and I'm just gonna tell me if they need some information from me or want to talk to me, have any questions. You can email me at Kenya, Kenya, @KenyaHalliburton.com.
Yep, and we'll actually have that on the in right here on this page where you're watching, on our blog on the website, so it'll be easy for everybody to get that information. So, it's been a great. Thank you, Kenya, for that. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. As always, we want to just say again, you can go to entrepreneursthatsoar.com, and if you actually are a person who loves hashtag, yes, we do have a hashtag Creative Chat Cafe. You can actually Google searches and find all our previous episodes, and just we're like this crazy social media show. So we have everything everywhere: Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, YouTube, you name it. We're out there. So you can actually just hashtag Creative Chat Cafe and Google searches. So before we go, I just want to say, thank you to my co-host, Kenya Halliburton, for coming on board and sharing the story of 5 reasons why you should have a sales funnel right now. Thank you, Kenya. So folks, before we go, let's raise our mugs, and until next Wednesday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll see you again for the next episode of Creative Chat Cafe. Bye everybody. See you next week.